the final boss, Exodus Prime, making his way down to ringside here tonight for more Heart of Texas wrestling action. James, we have a 2 out of 3 falls matchup set underway, set for 2 falls. This one is going to be interesting to say the least.
2 out of 3 falls, 60-minute time limit. 2 of the finest in hot pro wrestling stepping into the squared circle together. I cannot tell you how excited I am for Exodus Prime versus Jay Serious inside a hot pro wrestling ring.
Exodus Prime, he is a man of anarchy, a man of great standing here in Heart of Texas wrestling. Many victories under the belt for Exodus Prime. However, he is lacking one thing around his waist that motivates him, that being championship gold. You know, a victory here tonight against the world's finest wrestler, Jay Serious, could launch him up the rankings here in the Heart of Texas divisions.
Certainly an anarchy favorite in Jay Serious. A victory over him puts you amongst the best of the best in hot pro wrestling. Exodus Prime looking to do that tonight, prove his worth not only to these fans in the Houston Premier Arena, but all across hot pro wrestling. But now the world's finest wrestler is making his way to the ring.
This matchup has all the potential to become an instant classic, as Aaron Mercer would say, a certified banger, if you will. We've heard that term utilized many a time throughout the state of Texas, throughout independent professional wrestling, but I will put it on record right now, on film, on recording, there are no 2 greater wrestlers in the state of Texas than Jay Serious and Exodus Prime.
Prepare yourself for a technical exhibition between these 2 as our main event is underway. 2 out of 3 falls, 60-minute time limit. Who is the better wrestler, Exodus Prime or Jay Serious? Exodus very smart here in the opening moments, making sure he's got his strategy, making sure he's got his breath. He's ready to go in this contest. We know it very well could run deep, both of these 2. So technically proficient, so well-rounded in that ring. They must know what each other is going to do at every moment.
Collar double tie-up here, jockeying for position are both men. You talk about this being a very technical contest. Of course, Jay Serious training the catch-as-catch-can style. However, he is one of the, I said it earlier on in the night during the MegaBrawl Rumble, he is one of the quickest people you will find on the Heart of Texas wrestling roster.
Speed on full display here against Exodus Prime. Rolling through, got control of that left arm of Exodus Prime.
Yeah, if you can control the left arm of your opponent, you can control the entirety of your opponent's body. Move that left arm, the rest of the body is going to go with it.
That arm and shoulder driven to the mat, so goes your opponent. Now into a headlock courtesy of Jay Serious. Exodus Prime with his first bit of offense here.
Jay Serious, he's an incredible tactician in that ring, but Exodus Prime, he is no slouch whatsoever. The only difference here is going to be that Jay Serious, he does have that veteran advantage over the DFW All-Pro Wrestling graduate Exodus Prime.
Part of the reason I'm so excited for this contest, these 2 of the best when it comes to those technical stylings, doing it between the 3 ropes here that make up the squared circle. These 2 of the finest. Exodus Prime now in control over Jay Serious into the roll-up. Only a 2 count for Jay Serious. Exodus Prime, though, he's reeling. He's never faced a competitor like Serious before.
And Serious rolling through once again for another cover. Only a 2 count there. You say that these are two of the finest, but only one of them is the world's finest, Jay Serious. So you know that Serious is going to be walking in here with a lot of confidence. He knows who he has beaten, where he has won championships, the countries he's traveled to perfect and hone his craft. Exodus Prime, no disrespect to the young cat, but he has not done the things Jay Serious has done.
When you're Jay Serious, it's hard not to be cocky. It's hard not to be confident. Exodus Prime still looking to prove himself, and what a better competitor to do that against than Jay Serious.
Serious, he considers himself to be the world's finest wrestler.
And he is.
That goes beyond physical accomplishments. It goes into the academics of a professional wrestling matchup. Jay Serious knows the rules of the matchup. He knows exactly what to do inside that match, inside that squared circle.
The man is not only a tactician, he is a psychologist. He's a philosopher of the art of professional wrestling. He is always strategizing, coming up with new methodologies, new ways to win, and he's looking to display some of those against the final boss, Exodus Prime, here tonight.
Who else are you going to see pull out transitions the likes that Jay Serious is capable of doing? When we say he is the world's finest wrestler, it goes beyond moniker.
The man is skilled in the ring. There is no doubt. Pinpoint accuracy on that drop count. That drop kick, only a 2 count, excuse me, by Jay Serious. Exodus Prime is reeling. He's got to be questioning what he's up against now.
Prime, the knee to the gut of Jay Serious, trying to cut off any momentum Serious could find a way to build, and a slap to the face of Serious. You know that is going to be seen as incredibly disrespectful by the world's finest wrestler.
Prime starting to feel that confidence flowing through his veins, feeling like he's got Jay Serious exactly where he wants him, but not quite yet if Serious has anything to say about it.
Whip out of the ropes, a chop to the chest, and you notice Jay Serious maintaining wrist control, trying to find a way to continue this onslaught. There's no letting up from the world's finest wrestler. Well, rolling into the pin, one. Only a 2 count there.
Variation of that cradle by Jay Serious. Rolling Exodus Prime down. Now Prime finding the ropes. Very smart ring position. Some of that ring generalship, that ring IQ on display by Exodus Prime.
It wouldn't shock me whatsoever to see Jay Serious pull a very quick pinning attempt and actually earn the first fall in this matchup. Because of the amount of pinning attempts we've seen out of Jay Serious thus far, the strategy has to be at least one of them has to work for you.
Gotta constantly keep your opponent reeling, but I believe that was a disqualification win there for Jay Serious, that low blow. Exodus Prime giving the first fall to Jay Serious, but yet he is convinced he still has enough of a shot to win that he can come back.
It is now 0-1 in the favor of Jay Serious. Exodus Prime, though, still on the offensive. I gotta be honest here, I think that this might speak to the inexperience, the youth, and the hunger from Exodus Prime. Jay Serious, yes, he might have resorted to maneuvers that some might exactly find moral, but the truth is, Prime, oh, go for the chop there, hold on a minute, Serious, the chop of his own.
I think what you're trying to say there, Walker, Prime would rather have control now than perhaps the win later, and that may come to bite him here as Serious is back in control.
Right about that one.
Serious, at least he's being a gentleman and resetting the fans' chairs here at the Houston Premier Arena before he's back on the attack, and that momentary delay allows Exodus Prime to regain control.
2, 3,
Here comes Prime. Draping Jay Serious across the top rope, and all his weight comes with it. Here comes that senton we've seen from Prime before.
Yep, senton atomico there from Exodus Prime to Jay Serious. Can he make it a second fall? Nope, only a 2 count. And of course, that would be the second technical fall in this matchup. However, that would have made it 1-1. Exodus Prime at this point, he's playing catch up, and it's of his own decision here, James.
We saw that low blow earlier, blatantly in front of our referee. Prime, as you said, trying to play catch up, down 1 fall to none in this 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Though we haven't seen much offense out of Jay Serious to make us think that second fall is very imminent, but he's fighting for his life. Only to be taken back down by the final boss.
Yeah, Prime with a suplex, though, forcing Jay Serious into the center of the ring. Go for the cover here. And a 2 count, once more transition directly out into the arm trap crossface. This could be the evener, that the equalizer that Exodus Prime needed throughout the longevity of this matchup. This is crazy.
Exodus Prime with that crossface locked in. Rolling back by Sirius, very smart strategy. Sirius trying to get the train moving in his favor. Exodus Prime having none of it, dropping Jay Serious across his knees.
Into the cover, wait a minute. And the official notices the feet on the ropes. Exodus Prime was nearly vertical on top of Jay Serious.
All that weight being driven across Jay Serious's shoulders. It's a leverage game, Walker. It's all about who's in control at any given moment. Keep your eyes on Prime. Big clothesline there. Takes down Jay Serious.
1, 2.
A 2 count though. Serious trying to find his way to his feet. Exodus Prime asking himself what he's gonna have to do to keep the world's finest wrestler down.
World's finest wrestler, incredibly impressive in this outing against Exodus Prime. But Exodus Prime, you have to respect the ability that this young and up-and-comer has been able to showcase in this match against Sirius.
It's a certain level of confidence you have to walk in and think you're gonna walk away with a victory, especially against an opponent like Jake Serious, who's laying those hands in, now introducing Exodus Prime to the turnbuckles all around the ring. Chop there takes Prime down.
1, 2.
Only 2 for Jay Serious.
James, there's a lot of potential here tonight that we could see some form of a knockout or a TKO as one of the falls.
Our official being very sure to check both competitors here, make sure they're in fighting condition as this match wears on. Exodus Prime not back up to his feet. Jay Serious has got something in mind.
Ascending the ropes.
Mounting Exodus Prime and raining down right hands. Drop there, courtesy of Exodus Prime. Now double underhook, face buster, mass Exodus. And 1 fall to Exodus Prime, 1 fall to Jay Serious. We are all tied up and going to the deciding fall here at MegaBrawl.
Oh wait, the cover once again. We can have another one. No, Jay Serious finally waking up, and once again another hitting attempt from Exodus Prime, and you can't blame Prime for attempting these covers,
and he's close. You've got to give him credit for that. He's getting very, very close. That mass Exodus, almost cost Jay Serious 2 straight falls.
You know just as well as I do that Jay Serious took a lot out of him every single kick out that he just executed, but he is fired up right now. Clothesline to Prime. Picture perfect drop kick square to the jaw of Exodus Prime. Serious now. Off
He
the
is
ropes.
rocking.
Going for it into the face buster. Serious landing on his feet.
That headlock-like maneuver driving Exodus Prime's face down.
It's got to be what he's hoping for here.
What a maneuver by Serious. I've never seen anything like that before. He's got to capitalize, though, if he's trying to beat the final boss tonight in Houston. Where's our official? He needs to be counting for the world's finest wrestler. That would have been a 3 count, and it would have been all over if our official had been paying attention.
These two men, excuse me, Jay Serious and Exodus Prime. Prime looking to showcase that Serious is out of touch, that Serious does not have what it takes to beat the up-and-comer.
Right now for that crossface is Exodus Prime. He hasn't quite got all of it. He's unable to extend that right arm of Jay Serious. Right back down onto his head with the side suplex courtesy of Jay Serious. Both men down, the standing 10 count being executed.
And if both of these men stayed down for the entirety of this standing 10 count, we would be still an equal amount of falls, but we might be going into sudden death here.
You know, neither of these men want to walk away with a draw. They want a winner. That's why this 2 out of 3 falls contest was signed.
Jay Serious and Exodus Prime. Serious with a strike. Only a few minutes remaining, as stated by our ring announcer here tonight, KGV.
Giselle Villarreal letting us know 20 minutes left. Jay Serious giving it his all with that lariat here in the Houston Premier Arena.
8, 7, 6.
James, we only have seconds remaining.
I thought it was minutes. It's only seconds.
2.
This matchup, it's
1.
not enough time. This matchup is over. This matchup is over.
I thought it was a 60-minute time limit. Turns out not quite enough for these gentlemen to find a winner. We're tied at 1 fall apiece. Looks like Exodus Prime is happy. He is ready to go back to the Metroplex.
Has been informed that this contest will go into a sudden death.
Wait a minute, a sudden death? I said that the potential was here for Exodus Prime. Does not look happy about this.
And rightfully so.
You got something to say? Hey, I know you're not trying to leave this match early after all the shit you talked.
I am.
Hey, Exodus, you walk through that curtain, you're a bullshit champion. This is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Somebody's going down twice.
I'm the real champ.
Let me tell you something. We are going to sudden death, and I'm gonna beat your ass, or I'm gonna die trying.
Jay Serious making a proclamation, but don't turn around, Serious. You might not like what's on the other side. Prime with the cutter.
Jay Serious, the man has a heart as big as the state of Texas, but Exodus Prime is having none of it. He says one man will walk out of Houston, one man will leave the Houston Premier Arena, and it's gonna be me.
The other man very well may be leaving in a hearse, James. This has been absolutely destructive the entire night. Wait a minute. Jay Serious has got him up and down. Jackknife pinning situation. Look at this. That's it. That's it. This match is over. This match is over.
double leg takedown into a jackknife. Beautiful for J Serious. Exodus Prime was not expecting that. Going for the mass Exodus. Having both picked out from underneath him into the jackknife cover. Your winner, the world's finest
One more
wrestler.
thing. Exodus, you taught me something tonight. Being an asshole in this business, there's no point. From now on, I'm gonna fight for these people. Especially that guy, and especially that guy. Thank you guys so much. I know it's hot as hell, but I am the world's finest wrestler.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a moment, what a match, and what a night of action we've had here tonight at Hot Pro Wrestling. You want to see more action like this? Subscribe to the Hot Pro Wrestling Network for $9.99. HotProWrestling.com for all of your tickets to our latest live events. And even you, yes, you can attend Hot Pro Wrestling live and in action and in person. I have been Walker Stewart alongside James Southern, and this has been Hot Pro Wrestling.
The Mega Brawl is on.